Hey everyone, and welcome back. In the last video, we solved some problems based on set and multiset. So today we are going to solve more problems on set and multiset. So you will be able to understand how to use set and multiset while writing the code. So in the last video, we solved unique student IDs where we had a series of IDs. So we have to print only unique. Okay, so for this we used set. Then we had a second question which was print elements in sorted order. Okay, so our set container stores data in a sorted and unique way, so we were able to use set to print our elements in a sorted order. Then our third question was frequency of number, and our frequency means number of occurrence of element, so means how many times a number is present in the array or vector. So we had this data, so we were checking how many times 2 is available, how many times 3 is available, how many times 4 is available. So that is frequency of numbers. So now our next question is remove one occurrence. Okay, so n equals to 5, then our values are remove one occurrence. Okay, so here you can see in this data we have 3 5. Okay, so it wants to remove only 1 5. It can be any of the, right? So our answer here will be 1 2 3 5 5. Okay, because we are using set and multiset, both of them stored in a sorted manner. Okay, so our answer will be like this. So now question comes, which container we should use? Can we use set? No, because you can see we also have duplicate values. So if we use set, it will remove the duplicate and our answer will be reduced to 1 2 3 5. So we cannot use set, so our option remains multi-set, where we can store our duplicate value. So in multi-set we have our data like this initially when we first inserted into the multi-set. Then after that we have to remove only one of the 5. Okay, so we have erase function to remove the value. So we can use ms dot erase of, let's say we are removing 5. Okay, so will it remove only one 5 or all the 5? In this case your erase function will remove all the 5 from the multiset. Okay, so to only remove one occurrence we have to write like this, ms dot erase, then ms dot find of 5. What it is doing, first ms dot find is finding the value, any of the value, and pointing the iterator to that value. Okay, and erase is removing only that value. Okay, if you simplify this, it will become like ms dot erase, then here maybe some memory address 0x dot 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 ifd whatever. Okay, because ms dot find is pointing to the memory address of only one element, and the erase is removing that element from the multiset. Let's write our code. So first we have to declare n to take number of values, then we will declare our multiset. Okay, then we will run a loop to take inputs I plus plus, then we will declare a variable x, then scene x, then ms dot insert x. Okay, so I already told you in the last video, we are declaring x and taking input in a x because we cannot directly insert into the multiset like we were doing in the vector or array, right? So we cannot do in the multiset, so we first have to declare a variable which is taking value temporarily and then inserting into the multiset. After this, let's take input of x also. Okay, this x will tell which element we have to remove from the multiset. Okay, so we will write ms dot erase, then ms dot find of x, then we will print our multiset auto it ms, then cout of it. Okay, now here you can see we are declaring x here and also here, so this x will remains only here, means this x and this x is out of scope, means this x is working after this block of for loop. In simple term, the reach of x is only within this 4 block, so we can use x again to declare a variable. Okay, now let's run our code. Let's keep the code same as the previous code. So first we are declaring n and taking input, which is our number of elements, then we are declaring multiset, then we are running loops from 1 to n, means number of times of n to insert a value into the multiset, then we are printing. Okay, let's simplify it. For this we we don't have to write like this. We will just remove this also, and let's add spaces here. Okay, let's it plus plus. Okay, also we have to take input int x, then scene x. Let's run our code. First we have to give number, so I'm taking 6. Then let's give input of the values 5 3 5 2 5 1. Okay, then let's give a number which we have to remove it. Okay, it is not removing. So here you can see it is not removing because we forgot to write our main function which we have to use to erase value, right? Then x. Okay, our semicolon here. Okay, now let's copy, then run it. Okay, now let's paste it here, and then here you can see it is removing the 1 5. Okay, it can be any of the 5 because we don't care, right? Because all the 5s are same, any of can be removed. Let's try to remove a value which is not available in the multiset. Means here we have 5 3 5 2 5 1, so here 4 is missing, right? So let's try to remove 4. Let's paste here, then let's here 4. Here you can see it is giving me the error. Okay, it is not running because we are trying to remove a value which is not available in the multiset. So before removing this, we first have to check if it is available or not. To check it, we have to use our find function. So we will write ms dot find of x not equals to ms dot end. Okay, now let's run it. Let's take 4. Okay, so this time it didn't give me any errors. Okay, so whenever you are not sure that our value will be available in the multiset or not, so you have to first check if that value is available or not. Then after checking, you can easily erase, right? Because this is if condition, and if it is returning true, then this block will execute. Okay, if you are completely sure that your value will be available to remove it, in that case you don't have to use find function with the if statement. Okay, let's move to the next problem. So our question is check common elements. So this time we have given two arrays. One is of size 5, one is of size 4, and this array contains 1 2 3 4 5, and this array contains 3 4 6 7. So it is asking to print common elements. Means is 1 present in the second array? No, so it is not a common. Is 2 present in a second array? No, so it is not common. 3 is present in this array, it is, then we can print 3. 4 also present, so we can print 4. 5 no, 6 no, 7 no. So our answer will be 3 and 4. So we compare values between both the arrays, and if a value is exist in both of them, we can print that value. Okay, so for this what we can do, there is multiple ways to solve this problem. We can use nested loop. Okay, we can use set. For this question we are going to use set. So first we will create a set 1 and set 2, then we will iterate over this set, and we will use our find function to check values in this set. Let's take example 1 2 3 4 5. This is our set 1, then our set 2 is 3 4 6 7. Okay, initially you are at 1, so you will use s2 dot find of 1 not equals to s2 dot end, right? If it is returning false, we don't have to anything. Now we are at 2, it again use find function and check for a value 2 not available. Then at 3, then again check for a 3. If the condition is true, we can print 3. Then at 4, the condition is true, then we can print 3. Okay, let's write our code. So let's declare int and m, then scene and okay, and now let's declare our set s1 s2. Then we will run our loop int I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and we will declare our x here, then scene x, then we will insert in a set 1. Now we will take input in a m, right? Here we declared and we took a input for n. Here we are taking input for m. Here again for int I equals to 0, I less than m, I plus plus, then int x scene x s2 dot insert of x. Okay, now we will iterate over our first set, and we will find a value into the second set, which is it, then not equals to s2 dot find of cout it. Okay, so what's happening here? You are picking one value from one set. From that value, you are checking all the values in the set 2. Okay, similarly, then you move to the next value and picked it up. Then that value also comparing with the all values in the second set. Okay, so it will print our common elements. So we are picking it from set 1, then we are checking in the set 2. Okay, so let's write our code here. Let me include also, so we are taking here, let's make it a set, then here s1 comma s2. After this we are going 1 to n. Okay, here s1 dot insert x, so we have to use this loop again. Okay, let's remove this x from here. Instead of b, right, scene m. Okay, here we are taking input for the second set, means how many numbers of elements we are inserting into the set second. Then we are going till the here m, here s2. Then let's remove this. Okay, we can use this loop also, or we can use our auto type loop. So let's simplify it dot s1. So we are iterating in s1. Okay, then let's move it. Okay, if s2 dot find of it not equals to s2 dot end, then we will print our common element. Okay, so we are picking a value from s1 and looking for the value inside the set 2. So let's run our code. So first we will give the input of n, so it is 5, then values 1 2 3 4 5, then 4 which is m, then 3 4 6 7. Here you can see it is printing me the common elements. Okay, so let me write a code for nested loops without using our set. So for this we have to use vector then, because we still want to store our values. So let's not use our set and we are going to solve using vector. We will write here scene of v1 of I. Okay, then our loop will start from 0 because vector is from the 0. Then m will remain here, then here 0 also, equal sign removed, then here scene of v2 of I. Okay, and our loop will also change here. We will write v1. So vector does not have a find function, so for this we have to use one more loop, which is let's take it I, and this one is j in v2. Okay, then we will be comparing I equals to j. If both of them are same, we will print our I or j. You can print any of them. Okay, so let's run our code. Okay, there is an error. Okay, so we have to also mention here size of the vector. Okay, so let's move our m here. So we will be giving n and m simultaneously. Now let's run our code again. 5, then we also giving m, then 1 2 3 4 5, then second vector 3 4 6 7. Okay, we made a mistake. Okay, so here you can see it is giving me the 3 7. Okay, the error was because we were trying to access the index without assigning the size, right? Because initially the size was 0 and you are trying to access the index greater than the 0, so it was giving me the error. So we first have to here mention the size. And there is another way similar to the set where we were temporarily declaring a variable then inserting into the set. Here you can use pushback. So here also you can int x, then scene x, then v1 dot pushback of x. So you can also write like this, then you can remove the size from here and it will work. Now what is the time complexity between both of the methods? There was two set, n and m, so we were iterating over the n. Okay, so here it will be n. Now here we are using find function which takes log n, but s2 is of size m, so it will take m. So our time complexity will be n log m. Our space complexity will be n plus m, right? Because set is of n size, set 2 is m size, so summation of both of them is n plus m. So these are the time complexity and space complexity while we are using set. Now we have written a code for nested loop and vector, right, without using set. So in this case our time complexity and space complexity will be, our space complexity will be same because we are still using n plus m, but time complexity will be big of n square, right? Because we are using nested loop, so I will be running till the size of v, which is n, and j is running till the size of m. Let's take either here n into m. In the first case, if m equals to n, then we can also write n square, right? So in this case we have n into m, so that's why we were using set instead of vector, because it is taking n into m. Here it's taking n log m, which is smaller than n into m. So that's the difference. So that's it for the problems. In the next video we are going to pick another container. Until then, thank you everyone, have a nice day.